Listen to any naval officer talk about a warship. She arrived in port. She is ready for deployment. She has served for 30 years. Every navy on Earth uses the same pronoun. Every captain, every admiral, every sailor. Ships are called she. The standard answer is that this is just an old tradition. That answer is incomplete. The naval she pronoun comes from a set of beliefs about protection at sea that go back thousands of years, and the tradition is dying right now. Officially abolished in 2002, but still used by every navy in the world. This is the real reason ships are called she, and why the tradition refuses to die. For most of human history, going to sea was the most dangerous activity a person could undertake. Storms killed fleets, pirates killed crews, navigation errors killed everyone aboard. So sailors did what humans have always done when facing forces they cannot control. They made the ship a person. The Vikings carved dragon heads onto their prows, believing the carving gave the vessel a soul. The Egyptians painted eyes on their hulls, so the boats could see where they were going. The Greeks carved figureheads of female deities, Athena, Demeter, Aphrodite, onto the prows of their war galleys. The figurehead was not decoration, it was identity, and it was almost always female. 3 reasons, each rooted in ancient survival logic. First, divine protection. The sea was ruled by goddesses in most ancient religions. A female figurehead asked the female sea spirits for safe passage. Second, motherhood symbolism. The ship was the only thing keeping the crew alive in the open ocean. It carried them, it fed them, it protected them. The ship was a mother. Third, possession. Sailors believed female spirits were protective, male spirits were rivalrous. The naval she was practical superstition, a way to keep the ship on your side. By the 1500s, the British Royal Navy locked the convention into official language. Even ships named after men, HMS King George, HMS Nelson, were still called she. The British Navy was the most powerful in the world for over 200 years, and every other navy that learned from them inherited the convention. This is the named concept, the living tradition paradox. A practice survives not because anyone consciously defends it, it survives because no one can decide whether to officially end it. And in 2002, something happened that should have ended the naval she permanently. Lloyd's of London, the global authority on shipping for over 300 years, officially announced it would begin using it instead of she when referring to ships. It was framed as the official end of the naval pronoun, except it was not. Within months, sailors and naval officers around the world refused to comply. American Navy publications continued using she. British, French, Italian, Japanese, Russian, every major navy on Earth quietly ignored the Lloyd's standard. The tradition was officially ended, and nobody listened, because the tradition was never institutional in the first place. When you spend months on a ship with the same 100 sailors, in conditions that will kill you if the vessel fails, you do not call that vessel it. You call it something that has personhood, something you can ask for protection from. The pronoun survived because the underlying need never went away. For 300 years, Lloyd's of London thought it was the keeper of the naval she. When Lloyd's stopped using the pronoun, everyone expected the tradition to die. It did not. The keepers were the sailors. They always had been. So the next time you hear a naval officer talk about a warship and use the word she, you are not listening to an outdated tradition. You are listening to a 2,500-year-old protection ritual that survived its own official abolition. Some traditions cannot be killed because they were never owned by anyone with the authority to kill them. What other tradition do you think survives only because nobody can officially end it? Drop it below.